Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Me, Myself and I. I'm here to tell you that success is whatever you define it to be. It is not what society tells you. It's not what your culture tells you. It's not what social media tells you. I feel like when we're young, there's this like blueprint laid in front of us that, to be successful, it's, getting a car, getting a house, being married by a certain age, having children, or graduating. And then in the world of social media, it's always have a business, become a CEO, become a boss babe. Why doesn't everyone do this? You know what I can't stand? People that own businesses and they're trying to sell courses and they're like, I don't understand why everyone doesn't do this. Have you lost all brain cells? Is common sense in the same room as us? How is the world going to function if most people are doing what you're doing, right? When you're sick, are you not going to go to the doctors? Where are the doctors going to be if they're all CEOs doing whatever they're doing? Success really is whatever you want it to be. You will only thrive in whatever you want to do and whatever you want to be, and like what makes you happy. Success is being happy. Success is what you define it to be. I think people don't understand the fact that not everyone can do business, not everyone can be a CEO. Some people thrive a lot better in a 9-to-5. Me personally, I don't want to be in a 9-to-5 my whole life, but I don't see anything wrong in it, and I don't see the need to put people down or put down the whole system. You can make over 100k in a 9-to-5. It's not like it's impossible, but those same people wouldn't make 100k in a business. Why? Because they're not quite out for it. That's just not that's not them. That's not where they thrive, and that's fine. Let me paint you another example, right? Cool. A lot of girls in my culture, we're pushed onto the idea of all you are is you're going to be someone's wife in the future and you're going to be someone's mum in the future. So it doesn't matter what you want. You don't need a degree. Where are you going to put it? On the kitchen wall? Like, trust me guys, these are real words that I said to women in my culture. Thank God my mum is nothing like this. She's always pushed me and my sisters to do something with ourselves and get a car, be independent. Don't rely on a man, even though my mum very much wants us all to get married. But regardless, she wants us to be independent. However, what this does is a lot of the time there are women becoming mothers that don't want to be mothers. You know how they sometimes say that some people aren't meant to be parents? And I know it's not just in my culture, it's a lot of cultures, and this is why kids get abused. That's not me justifying abuse whatsoever, by the way. I felt like it kind of sounded like that, but this is actually why, because there are people being parents who don't want to be parents, but they feel like they have to be parents. And then they punish their kids. They take it out on their kids as if it's their kid's fault when you literally brought this innocent child onto the planet. But then on the other end of the spectrum, you have a fair amount of women that want to be housewives and they thrive. They make a happy, healthy home. Their husband's happy. They are feeling good and happy every single day. They are feeling fulfilled. And that's another thing. Success comes with feeling fulfilled. And that's because you're thriving, because that's what you wanted to do. Would you not feel successful if you wanted to be a housewife and your kids grew up to be amazing and it's always like they're so close with you and they thank their mum 10,000 times? Would you not feel so fulfilled if like you were always able to keep the house on top of things and you felt like you created a home, you created that love, there were home cooked dinners because that's what you wanted to do? Because essentially as a housewife, you do it for your family. You're a homemaker. And this is why I say success is not, being a CEO and going to Maldives 10 times a year because you have a 10-figure business. I don't know why I said 10 figures, but anyways, it is not getting a uni degree, having a master's and having a PhD. It's not that. It's whatever you want it to be. And if you having a PhD is success, good for you. That is success for you then. I think a lot of the time when success is what society wants or what the aunties want or your culture or how it looks on social media, how it looks online, that's not success. That's, I feel good around a crowd for a bit. It's like, I don't know, a short bust of happiness through an ego lift. So like wherever you got that validation, you feel good and then you just feel alone and crap. This doesn't make you fulfilled. This doesn't make you feel happy in general. And I think that's why self-confidence is very, very important, and figuring out what you want and actually only pleasing yourself. Self-confidence is definitely very important, because then you don't need to seek validation of others and you will only seek what success is in your eyes. You will only seek like what makes you happy. Anything that anyone says to you, it will never bother you, because you have self-confidence in yourself. You know yourself, and that's actually a key thing in life. You need to get to a point where you have confidence in yourself. You know yourself, so when someone says something to you, you actually don't care. It doesn't faze you, because you're not like that. You're not that type of person, so it doesn't bother you. I think one of the most powerful things for my self-growth as a person, because I am quite a sensitive person, I've got to a point in life now where if someone says something to me, sometimes it can hurt, because it's just like, how can you say that to me? Like, you know me as a person. Or it's like when someone thinks you've done something, like, how can you think that of me? Like, it hurts because you should know me well enough. You know, if we're really close, though, if you're just anyone, I don't really care. But it never like makes me question my character. I never think like, oh, maybe they're right, or think, do you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't get to me, because I know who I am. Like, no one can tell me anything about myself. Like, even if you tell me I'm ugly, I don't care. Guys, the last podcast I posted, right, I must have posted something on like YouTube Shorts, like a snippet of the podcast, right? In the snippet, I must have been talking about like, you know, gym motivation, right? And someone comments, and you think you're in a position to give this advice? I sent them laughing emojis. Are you actually joking? You don't know me. You don't actually know me, and it's actually never that deep. Like, you're really commenting this over that. You have a sad little life. I actually feel sorry for you. But there was a time in my life where I had no confidence. I was quite like insecure. Like, the way I put myself out there now, I would have never done that back then. I wouldn't even film in the gym. Like, the person I am now, actually sitting here filming this podcast, is not the same girl I was so many years ago when I had no confidence. And if I had done this back then and I had that comment, I definitely would have felt something from it. I definitely would have felt affected. And from who? A literal stranger that doesn't know me. You know, another thing, right? So I've struggled with my weight, but I'll tell you one thing, guys. Even when I felt fat, no one could tell me I was fat. Like I knew that. Like, guys, I would actually cry about the fact I couldn't fit into jeans. But if you tell me I'm fat, I'm actually not going to be sad about it. If anything, I'm going to look at you like you're a disgusting person, because why would you tell me I'm fat? Like, you're actually weird, because I would never say that to anyone. Like, I just wouldn't, because I'm not a nasty person. And I think that is actually the power of basically knowing yourself and feeling self-confident, and actually not being fazed by others, and actually looking at the fact that when people say things about you or to you, it says more about themselves. They are projecting and they have issues with themselves. And when you have that mindset, even if you have insecurities, because we all have insecurities, even if you feel bad about something, you don't care if someone says it to you, because you understand that it's a them problem, it's not a you problem. And this is why perspective and mindset is a very, very big thing. It will either save you or drown you. When you're going through things, emotions will either overtake you or you will overcome it. But generally speaking, if you do struggle with people saying things to you, honestly, sit there and think for a second, is this about me or is this about them? Because I'm sure you're a normal person, you're a normal sane person. You wouldn't go up to someone and say something nasty or just not nice or horrible. And a lot of the times, if it does hurt you, it's from someone that's close to you. Would you hurt someone that's close to you? Would you say something that you know would trigger them? No, you wouldn't. So why are you taking it personal, what they're saying? This is a lot about them. Why are you going to be bothered about what a disgusting person is saying about you? About like, they're a horrible, nasty person. Why are you going to be fazed by them? And trust me, I'm not having a go at you. You know, you are the way you are. You're going to feel the way you're going to feel, but you need to question it sometimes. You need to take a step back and think, am I really going to be fazed by this person? This is why, when people do me wrong, I don't seek revenge. I don't punish them. I don't care. You're just going. I'm not going to waste my energy on you. You didn't rate me to begin with. That's why you done me wrong. I'm going to get rid of you and carry on focusing on myself. The thing with me is, my mind is, I'm going to make it with or without you. Whoever you are, I don't care. I've got places I'm going in life. I know I'm going to these places because I have confidence. I make plans. I make goals. I tick these off on a regular basis. Manifestations, affirmations, prayer. All these things, right? I know I'm going places. I don't have time to put my energy into negativity. It's not worth my energy, because I am going to bigger and greater things. I am on greater things. I don't need to demote myself to the level of these people, and neither do you. If you struggle with self-confidence, one thing I would actually suggest you do is get a notepad and actually write out your good qualities. Be honest. Don't feel icky for it. Trust me, you have good things about yourself. Or ask your friends. Actually ask your friends, what would you say are my good qualities? Most of your friends are probably going to say the same things about you. You should believe it. You should see what people see in you. You should see in yourself, because I'm sure you see great things in the people you love. I don't think they would lie to you. And if you question them, you have trust issues, my friend. or you're friends with liars. But yeah, it's really true what they say. Self-confidence really does come within, and that's coming from a girl that was so insecure. Yeah, like I said, write it down, you know, your good qualities, or your friends should write your good qualities. Turn these into affirmations. I am beautiful, I am confident, I am amazing, whatever it is. And I'm telling you, it will instill inside your brain. You will believe it. You will no longer need to look into that mirror and say it, because you will just 24/7 feel it and be that person. And you know what's so funny, right? I'm doing this podcast, right, and I noticed my Dove bottle. Please do not watch the fact that it's open, but look, it says confidence is my beauty by Farah. I don't know who Farah is. I don't know if she's done this quote, but big up Dove for this, because it's true facts. Do yourself a favor and buy yourself this Dove lotion. Stick it here, like on your dresser, whatever, and you'll see it every day. This actually smells really nice, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this pod. I'm gonna wrap it up here because it's 1:40 in the morning and I need to wake up at 9 a.m. But remember, success is whatever you want it to be. Success is defined by you. Confidence comes from within, and happiness is success. Bye guys.